Hey, my friends, Chad Barrett here. I want to tell you my story. I battled anxiety and depression for many, many years. That's something that people don't often want to talk about. But fear, shame, and guilt, those things really had me. And if you're not battling anxiety and depression, I know you wrestle with fear, shame, and guilt. Well, as my story goes, August 23rd, 2010, my wife Melissa and I were sitting on our bedroom bed, and we received a dreadful phone call from a doctor at Texas Children's Hospital, and they said, "I'm sorry, but your daughter has cancer." Christina was diagnosed with a rare cancer called clear cell sarcoma. She passed away 4 years later on June 21st, 2014. During those 4 years, something changed in me. So as I told you, for many years before, anxiety and depression were a major part of my life. For me, it was like swimming in a stormy ocean, and I was trying to stay above the water, and I would get exhausted, and I would just sink down into depression for several months. It was a cycle. I would go back into anxiety, sink back into depression, and it was not an easy way to live, not a fun way to live, and I bet you many of you know exactly what I'm talking about. But as I said, no one likes to talk about this kind of stuff. Well, I wanted to share my story. I wanted to tell you that there is hope. I wrote a book about my story called Thrive, Not Just Survive, and I'd love for you to pick up a copy of it, read it, and then let's get together and talk about it. The second half of the book talks about 5 disciplines that I learned, how I overcame anxiety and depression. I want to tell you now, it's proof that this works. I don't have anxiety and depression anymore. 8 years later, after my daughter dies, it's gone. Truthfully, honestly, humanly speaking, I should not be alive. This is a parent's worst nightmare. Do I grieve? Absolutely. I really want Christina back. In fact, this is her right here. Isn't she gorgeous? She was 8 years old when she was diagnosed. She passed away in her home in Houston at 12. I really want to help you. I care for people who battle this stuff. Those 3 furies, fear, shame, and guilt, man, they can really take a hold of our lives, but they don't have to. You too can be free of this anxiety, of this depression. I want to help you. I want to tell you my story, and I'd love to hear yours. So I'm posting it below, and you can find it on Amazon or any other places where you like to buy books. Thrive, Not Just Survive. I hope you like it. I hope it helps you because I really care about you, and I want you to be free of this too.